Hey guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're new here or if you're one of the 80% of my viewers that are not subscribed, please do make sure to subscribe now. So, being totally honest, I quite clearly need another car. There's a lot more that I want to do with this Z4, but I do also want to have an alternative daily too. The other thing as well is that, of course, it is pretty difficult creating regular content for you guys. With just one car, there's only so much that you can focus on and talk about. Although having said that, there are new subscribers coming in all of the time. As you know, I am indeed now looking for another car, and that is very much going on in the background. There are still a few test drives that I need to do, some on and off camera, before making my decision, but that is definitely happening soon. But today, let's just focus on the Z4. Let's go for a drive. And I actually want to talk to you today on a positive note, like all of the reasons why I actually still love this BMW Z4, even after 3 years of owning it and around 50,000 miles. So what do you say we hop in now on this glorious day, go for a drive and have a little chat about all of those great things. Now, although I am looking for another car, I'm not planning on selling my Z4, and well, there's a number of reasons for this, some of which I've spoken about before, some of them not so much, but let's get into them now. So reason number one that I'm not selling this car, and I guess the main reason, is that really, because of its age, because of its mileage, because of its condition, it's actually, well, it's not really worth that much money at all. If anything, it'd be worth 2 grand at the absolute max. And to me, this car carries more sentimental value than it does monetary value, if that makes any sense. The 2 grand to me would be less important than, you know, keeping the car and having all the memories and, you know, being able to use this car forever. And because I'm looking for something that's probably a hard top, nothing like this really, this car brings me a whole different type of dynamic, again, for a number of reasons. Obviously, it's a convertible, which will be unique in my garage. But also, it's sort of, one of the things I really love about this car is that it's not that powerful. Well, don't get me wrong, when I first bought this car, I thought it was the fastest thing on the world, but it's really got usable power that you can really enjoy before you're doing anything illegal. And of course, this one having a back box delete, for me, the just sound of it makes that as well. And the backfires there on the overrun, it is great fun to drive. I mean, that's the be all and end all really for the price you can get into these cars. They're just wonderful. So yes, just to mention a few things then, I love the way this thing performs. I love the way this thing sounds. And I do also love the way this thing handles as well. It's such a small package. You're sitting pretty much right over the rear wheels. And it does give you a nice feeling of control and balance. And obviously the fact that it's rear wheel drive and not too powerful means you really can pin it with the traction off, but still have a little bit of fun. And of course, the other thing being that, as I've touched on, this car isn't worth a lot of money, and not only that, it doesn't really cost that much money to run. Not really any more than a 3 Series might, you know, not a new one, but one at least that shares this engine as they did back in the day. You know, I can get 30 odd miles per gallon, doesn't drink too much oil, the insurance really isn't that bad, especially if you're a young driver, because you just don't get that many young people driving these cars, and therefore the insurance companies have less statistics on it. The tax is about £300 a year, so again, not extortionate. And because of all of those factors, making this a pretty affordable car for me to run, I just don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it getting scratched, parking it wherever I want, really treating it with a lot of care, because I won't say this thing's bulletproof, but it has proven to be so reliable. And again, not the end of the world if anything was to go fatally wrong, because I'm not that deep in terms of money into this car, and I can just get in it and enjoy it when I want to. And that is something that's even more exciting to me about when I have a new car or another car. Because then, although that new car will be great and there'll be lots of videos with that and I'll be talking about how good it is for this reason and that reason, this will always be there as something that I can then step into and enjoy for all of those reasons. Also, because I'll have another car, it means I'll be driving this less, which makes the fact that driving this less will make it more of an occasion and something to look forward to. In fact, over this period of the whole virus situation where the UK's been on lockdown for a large amount of time, I was really only driving the car once every 2 weeks at the slowest period, and therefore when I got the opportunity to go for a supermarket run, I really looked forward to and enjoyed the drive in this car. Because yes, you could have the newest modern thing, but I'm always going to love the 6-speed gearbox. I'm always going to love how raw this car feels, the way it sounds, the way you can just step in and use all of the power. Now, of course, there will probably be certain things on the newer car that makes me resent some things about this car, wishing it had this, that and the other. But again, if you can just accept this car for what it is and enjoy it for what it really is, I think, yeah, you're never going to want to sell it. And if it was worth a ton more money, yeah, I'd probably sell it for something else. And not to say I won't replace this with another convertible in the future. That would be a good time to sell it. But at the moment, definitely, I'm looking forward to having something else so that partly I can enjoy this more and just make it more of a rare occasion when I drive it, and in my opinion will therefore make it more exciting when I do. So I hope that sort of makes sense. Another thing to touch on as well, apart from the fact that this is affordable to run, it's actually fairly practical, at least in terms of the boot. It's got a massive boot. I've never had an issue fitting stuff in there. It is totally usable. In fact, I could always choose to use this as my daily if I wanted to, because there's no reason, apart from the lack of seats, that it can't be used for that. One other reason I'll say that I still love this Z4 is, you know, I think it's a good looking car. There's certain things I don't like about it, and obviously this one in particular has certain cosmetic issues that I would rather fix. But given the age of this car, it's 16 years old now as we speak, it has aged pretty well. I think it can face up certainly to its rivals from the same era, but even to newer cars, it still holds its own, and it's quite a unique shape and a unique design which you really don't see anywhere else. So that's another potentially attractive point of these cars, and again another reason why to me it feels a little bit special, and I still love it. So really guys, that's all I really have for this video. I'm sure there's many other things that I will think of later after I've finished filming this, but off the top of my head, really, they're sort of all the reasons that I still love this car. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you're Z4 owners, what it is that you love about your car, why you want to keep your Z4. And I guess if you're someone who's new to the channel and hasn't really, or you're interested in the Z4, you don't really know too much about them. I mean, firstly, there's tons of videos on this channel which can help you with that. But I hope you found that maybe insightful into the opinion of someone who's had it for a while as their only car, and why I still enjoy it. Obviously, there's plenty of things I don't enjoy about this car, which I haven't gone into in this video. But yeah, for the most part, it's a great car, and I do not plan on selling it, mainly because it's not worth selling in terms of the monetary exchange for, you know, the sentiment I've got with this. So yeah, hope you found that interesting, guys. It's actually nice to just be out doing a driving video again. I do promise you, I'm trying not to talk about it all the time, but I am really working on getting another car on the channel in the near future. So if you're looking forward to sort of different content with different cars, then stick around, because that will be coming soon. Other than that though, nothing really to announce. More competitions coming up on the channel soon, so stay tuned for that. Obviously make sure you're subscribed. Please give this video a thumbs up. Super easy to do. Really helps these videos perform better on YouTube. So give this video a thumbs up if you're still watching now and you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. So that's all from me, guys. I'll leave it down to you in the comments now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon.